Right, good evening, year 11th and our prospective year 12 students. I'm just here to go through some housekeeping with you. So let's start off by looking at a QR code I'm going to be sharing with you in a moment. But before we start anything about the QR code, I'm just going to talk you through how you should be able to access today's event. Okay, so just bear with me 1 second whilst I go onto our school's website.
And whilst Miss Shallow is going and getting the school website up ready to go, my name's Bexleyheath. I'm the principal of Bexleyheath Academy, and I'm super excited to speak to everyone. Those of you that have joined and are from Bexleyheath Academy, well, what a long way we've come. And what I mean by that is the journey that you've taken since year 7 to getting to this point is such a crucial year and really important for you to make those vital decisions about the next steps of your life. And that's what we're going through tonight. Now, for those of you that are not part of Bexleyheath Academy, welcome. And you've never seen me before, but I'm Miss Luther, the principal. You had Miss Shallow, who's just talking earlier. She's a vice principal, and we'll also be introducing you to Miss Gale. But what Miss Shallow is going through right now is how you can access the information and the different live feeds from our different subjects, so you can get a taste of exactly what those subjects are about. Over to you, Miss Shallow.
Thank you so much, Miss Luther. Okay, yeah, 11. Right, so what you need to do right now to make today's event to be as meaningful as possible for yourself, could you head onto our website? So that's bexleyheathacademy.com, and then simply go to sixth form virtual opening event. And if you click on that, it will bring you onto our sixth form virtual opening evening event. Okay. In a moment, Ms. Gail, after she's introduced herself to you, she's going to literally give you the program of the structure of today's program or tonight's program. So here is what you need to do. You need to click here if you're not watching already. So here's where you've clicked to join us. Okay, now when we have the breakout, you will click on any of one of these icons to take you to your first option. And then after the breakout, you can then come back and click here to join our student panel, our year 12 student panel. And then you go back to your breakout. So everything that you need for today's event is going to be right here on our website. Okay, so in a moment, I'm going to pass you over to Ms. Gail, who's going to go through the program of the event. But before I do that, yes, 11th, I'm going to just give you a moment to make sure you've logged on to our website. Now, if you have logged into our website, please feel free to use our QR code and say hello to any one of us we know you're actually in. So make sure you scan this QR code. If you've got any questions to ask us today, the only platform to have your questions answered is going to be through our slido.com code for today, which is #2697720. Okay, so
Miss, can you just go through that again? Slido, what is Slido? Because I know that our students will know exactly what Slido is, but you mentioned a QR code. So where are they going to find that QR code, Miss?
Miss, technology has come it's come a very long way, Miss. So right, if you have one of those mobile phones with a camera on it, just simply take your phone, scan over, and you will see a hologram at the bottom. If you click on that, it will take you directly to this platform where you can go and ask your questions. I've actually started by making the very first comment on there. So I've actually made a comment already. So as soon as you are on the right platform, you will see a comment for myself, and you can feel free to tell me what the comment was.
So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, here's what's going to happen. So what Miss is going to do is she's going to put the QR code on the screen. So currently it's not on the screen. We're just preparing you for that. So what Miss has asked you to do is take out your mobile phones, ready to go. And you're going to open up your camera. There we go, camera roll. You're going to hover it over the screen, and hopefully your camera will pick up the QR code, give you a link to Slido, and there you go. If it is the case that you don't have facilities as such, what you can do is go to slido.com, and then it will ask you for a code, and the code is #2697720. So we're just going to give you a couple of seconds to do that right now. So mobile phones out if you've got them available, camera open, hover over the screen.
I'm in again.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. I think we're ready to move on now and introduce Miss Gale. Miss Gale, over to you. Unfortunately, we've got a technical difficulty. So here's what's going to happen. Miss Shallow, if you go ahead and go to Miss Gale and then go and sort out the sound issue, what will happen is that I will go ahead and start talking about our sixth form. So Miss Shallow is just popping out. We've had technical difficulty. Miss Gale's sound is going to be sorted out in just a second. So Miss Gale, who's that lovely person that you see on the screen, is our wonderful head of sixth form. And she is dedicated to year 12 and year 13. And when I say dedicated to your pastoral, mental health and well-being, okay? But also your academic progress as well. So she not only will be speaking to you about your grades, how you could be performing better and so forth, but if it is that you've got any sort of problems, you can go straight to Miss Gale. So that is the wonderful lady that you'll be seeing across the academy. You also have Lorraine Watson on the sixth form team as well. So whilst it is that we're sorting out that technical difficulties, I'm going to go through the events of today. So on your screen, you should have the plan of this evening. The first thing that will happen is when Miss Gale gets live with the sound, she'll go ahead and introduce herself. We're then going to go straight into our first breakout room. So as Miss Shallow demonstrated, you go onto the website and then click on the icon of the subject that you're interested in finding out about. And that's very important tonight. And the reason for that is that you're going to be committed to that subject for 2 years. And in addition to that, if it is the case that you're concerned, well, actually, what subject should I be taking in order to achieve this particular employment? So if it is that you want to go into aviation, you want to become a mechanical engineer, whatever it might be, and you're not too sure as to what subjects you should be taking, well, most of the students at Bexleyheath Academy would have had a careers meeting by now. And if it is the case that you're just a bit confused about what you still should be doing, you can speak to Dr. Lucas. So if it is that you are outside of the academy, and you haven't got to the point where you've got in careers advice, you can contact the school directly and we will be offering you support available from us to you to help decide exactly which subjects you'll be doing. But the most important thing is that you experience the subject. So the subject teachers won't just tell you exactly what the course is about. They'll tell you exactly where it can take you in the future as well. And they'll give you a taster of some of the topics that you will be covering. And that will happen. We'll then move on to a Year 12 student panel. And again, some of you might be wondering what a student panel is. We'll be hearing from our Year 12 students and what the experience is like at Bexleyheath Academy. We'll then go back into breakout rooms and you'll find out more about your second option. Then you'll then hear from the Year 13 students and then we'll round up with the last series of subjects. And again, you can drop into the different subjects as you are going through the evening. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask Miss Shallow to go on to the next slide. Miss Shallow, are you over? Perfect. Thank you, Miss Shallow. So again, I'm stealing Miss Gale's thunder, but it's not a problem whatsoever because those of you that know me at Bexleyheath Academy, there's not a single event, and theoretically I shouldn't have been here. It should have been the head of sixth form that's leading it. But there's not a single event that will take place at Bexleyheath Academy without the presence of Miss Luther at some point or another. And I get to do what I do best, is speak to you. Now, Miss Gale, is your sound working now?
I believe it is.
Fantastic. I'm not going to steal the thunder anymore. So over to you, Miss Gale, head of sixth form.
Thank you, Miss Lufter. Right, welcome everyone. Welcome our Year 11s from Bexleyheath Academy and Year 11s from anywhere in London. Welcome to the Bexleyheath Academy sixth form evening. Bexleyheath Academy is a place where you will have every opportunity possible to achieve remarkable outcomes. You'll meet remarkable people. You'll utilize the very best technology, and you'll realize here that there's no limit to your potential. So I'm very proud to present to you today our teachers and students of the post-16 cohort who will share why the experience at Bexleyheath Academy is such a remarkable experience. I'll move over to you, Ms. Lufter.
Thank you. So, well, why choose Bexleyheath Academy? And I'm going to go through quite a few reasons right now. So let's keep up. So the first thing is we've got remarkable facilities. For those of you that are part of our Year 11 cohort, you'll be fully aware that the sixth formers get their own space, their own building, because that's very, very important. You use it for study. You use it as a common room. Use it for independent study. Use it for group work and more. We have remarkable technology, so every single student that joins the academy receives a Chromebook. But those devices are updated when you come into sixth form, and anything that you require for your courses are made available to you free of charge. You meet remarkable key people. And what I mean by that is not just the students that you get to know. And yes, that's quite important. The students that you get to know will be the ones that you have friendships for life. But you also meet remarkable staff members that are committed and dedicated to ensuring that you are going to achieve your full potential. And that's at every level, whether it is your reception staff that you meet at the front gate, whether it is your heads of department that are going to be planning the curriculum for that particular subject, whether it is the assistant principals or the vice principals, everyone is dedicated to making sure that you maximize your potential at Bexleyheath Academy. And last but not least, you have an opportunity, have remarkable opportunities. Believe it or not, opportunities for opportunities. Now, what I mean by that, and actually I'm going to have a hold on that because I'll come back to that later on. Miss, next slide. Now, you might be thinking, well, actually, Miss, what more am I going to achieve potentially at Bexleyheath Academy? Well, I'm going to go through the results with you and I'm going to compare it to the 2019 data. And for those of you that are in year 11, you will know that we compared to the 2019 data because that was the last time that we had a full series of examinations and people completed the full array of coursework that's required for every subject. So that's the best measure. And if we compare to 2019, our students achieve a whole grade better now. Okay, whole grade better. So a C grade is our average grade. Also, last year, A star to Bs, we had 46%. 46%. That's pretty amazing. The vocational average grade, so the single courses, are on average a merit, which is needed for pretty much every requirement when it gets to your university options. And if it is that you do the double courses, which are called vocational technical qualifications, our average grade is a distinction star, which means that if you do the double weighted courses, so a double creative eye media, double IT, double business, you actually do a whole lot better. And all of our students got grades that were merit plus in all of their vocational qualifications. But let's drill down. Basically, we're doing better every single year. Basically, that's exactly what's happened. Now, let's talk about a few more subjects because these are quite a bit of special information here. We had the best mathematics grades in the borough. Now, 52% of our students received an A star to A grade. 52%, over half the students that were on the course got an A star to A grade. Absolutely remarkable. In chemistry, 66% of our students received an A star to C grade. Our art and design students, well, you're in for a treat. 53% of them got a D star to D. Again, showing the commitment, the dedication, the knowledge and understanding of the teachers that are teaching you on these courses. And last but not least, I can highlight so many subjects, but I could only pick 4. Another vocational qualification, 64% of students that were studying a level 3 course in sports achieved a distinction star to distinction. Absolutely fantastic. So the very best of outcomes for our students that come to Bexleyheath Academy. So let's have a look at destinations next. Now, where is it that you can take those qualifications and beyond? So just a little bit of data that's been pulled together for me by Dr. Lucas. And those of you that are in year 11, you know exactly who Dr. Lucas is. And those of you that are not part of Bexleyheath Academy, you'll get to know who Dr. Lucas is very shortly. A very loved character at Bexleyheath Academy. Now, 58% of our students went to universities, which include Russell Group of universities. 20% of our students went on to do apprenticeships. 16% of our students went on to employment and 6% went on a gap year. And actually at the 6%, 3 of those students have joined Bexleyheath Academy as employees for the next year because they wanted to commit and dedicate themselves for a year before they start their university courses to give back to the community and to get a better understanding of education. So that's 3 of our students stayed on to become employees. So it's endless possibilities. Miss, next slide. This is the one now. Now, there's some exciting destinations news for this academic year, and that was far too quick, but thank you, Miss. 5 of our students, for the first time in the history of Bexleyheath Academy, 5 of our students are applying to Oxbridge places. Oxbridge, Oxford and Cambridge. Now, that's quite big for Bexleyheath Academy. That means that actually the education that students are receiving lead to amazing outcomes. And that means that our students with those amazing outcomes now have the opportunities to battle with people across the country to be able to apply for the most prestigious schools, Oxbridge. And we're really excited to hear exactly what happens in August 2023. We are very, very, very sure that most of the 5 will go ahead to Oxbridge. And what I'm really proud of is the staff members that have supported those individuals prepare for those interviews, prepare for the examinations questions that they've had to take, and also prepare for the essays that are being asked to write by Oxbridge. And so thank you for those of the staff members who are watching right now for the commitment and dedication to making sure that those students have the best start possible and the best applications possible in order to get into Oxbridge. That's going to be a very proud moment for us in August when those students go to an Oxbridge, Oxford or Cambridge placement. Next slide, Miss. And now over to you, Miss Gale, some feedback from our students.
And this is the feedback from our students, and you'll hear from them later on as well. Students clearly enjoy the courses offered at sixth form. They think the pace of lessons was excellent. They feel that we are in a very close-knit community. There's a sense of family, a strong sense of family. Students are overall positive about their experience. They think the environment is supportive and open. They have opportunities to speak, to share their views. They enjoy their time in school. Behavior is consistently good, and we've worked very hard to get to this point, and we're maintaining that, and students really appreciate it. Students feel safe, and they continue to feel valued, and they get support from staff, and the support is unreal according to these students. Irene is, yeah.
Are you muted then?
Sorry, I've just realized that I've gone ahead and spoken for a period of time and I've been on mute. But don't you worry. I thought my voice could penetrate. It didn't, but I'll go back again. So the option blocks that you see on the screen right now, it's important for you to know about. And you might be thinking, well, actually, why is it that I should be concerned about option blocks? Right now, you shouldn't be concerned about your option blocks. All you should be thinking about is that, well, actually, I need to decide on what subjects I need to do first. Now, we put the option blocks on the screens just in case, for example, you want to do a psychology as well as a physics. At the minute, in our design that we've got for the timetable, you can't do those two subjects at the same time. Now, this is not permanent at all. So what I mean by that is that we haven't decided on the timetable, and we're based on exactly what you tell us that you want to do in terms of subjects, and that will determine exactly what the final options blocks look like. If it is the case, for example, that we get lots of interest for mathematics, it might be the case that we go ahead and put mathematics in option block A and D. And that means that we increase the amount of classes that we've got, and the class size will also be significantly reduced. Now, on our website, you'll see that economics is not quite there. We want to offer economics, but what we need is, first of all, the staff member, which we are looking to hire. But also, in addition to that, if you don't pick it, we can't run it. So we've put it there provisionally. If it is the case that there are options that you would like to do for Year 11s at Bexleyheath Academy, and there's Year 11s that are watching from wherever you are, and we don't quite offer it, pop it in an email to myself or Miss Gale, and we will investigate that. Because more than anything, our sixth form is molded around what it is that our students want and what it is that our students need. So whilst we put the option blocks on your screen very momentarily, they are not fixed, they're not permanent, and we will be adapting them based on what students want. Now, you'll see that option block E has personal development and PE. Well, PE is really important. We want you to be fit and healthy for your mental health and your well-being. Now, in addition to that, personal development, and Miss, if you go into the next slide, you have a lesson on personal development. Now, personal development is not just about you thinking about the future steps in your life. Miss, if you go ahead onto the next slide, please. It's about you becoming familiar and aware of the different aspects of what makes a remarkable character. And we build on those things through the use of our personal development program. Now, our personal development program is built to develop each student's character and aspirations. So yes, we do have quite a lot of information about your next steps, but we also teach you vital skills such as interview skills, how to write CVs, and so forth. Now, in terms of the personal development curriculum itself, it is ever evolving. So depending on what our students need. So for example, if it is the case that we found that a particular cohort wasn't really confident at public speaking, we'll add elements of public speaking in there. And we might get external agencies to help us out develop those sessions. Because what we want is not only for you to be academically successful, we also want you to be that holistic, perfect candidate for the future. So you have competitive edge amongst the people that you're applying against when it comes to universities, apprenticeships, and job roles. Now, some of the organizations that we work with are on screen right there. University of Greenwich, EDF, the Talent Foundry, Life Skills Barclays, apprenticeships, and many, many more. One of the questions I get asked all the time is about entry requirements. Well, and you might be thinking, well, it's great that you've got all of these offers in sixth form, but how can I assure myself I'm there? And this is why this is the reason why we're having this conversation right now. If it is the case that you want to be part of Bexleyheath Academy, there are certain things that you're going to need to do between now and your examinations. And that's work really, really hard, because our minimum entry requirements, listen very, very, very carefully, for any of our vocational courses is that you need to get a grade 4 in maths and English. So you need to get a minimum of grade 4. And if it is that you're dwindling in between a grade 3 and a grade 4, now's the time to start thinking about what you could be doing differently in order to guarantee you your grade 4 at least, in order to be able to complete that vocational subject. Now, if it is that you want to go ahead and complete any of our A-level subjects, well, it needs to be a grade higher in order to do the A-level subjects. And the A-level subjects are the likes of economics, English, mathematics, chemistry. You need to have 5 GCSEs that are 5 and above. But for specific subjects, they'll look different. So if you want to take psychology, you need a grade 5 in English, but you also need a grade 5 in maths. I'll put those examples on the screen so you can see them. If it is that you want to do any of the sciences, so physics and chemistry, you need a 7 in science, and you need at least a 6 in biology. If you want to do mathematics and be part of Dr. Lucas's crew, mathematicians, the most successful ones in the borough, then you're going to need a grade 7 in mathematics as a baseline, a grade 7. And English, you're going to need a baseline of a grade 6. For all of the subjects, such as history and geography, you need at least a grade 5 in that particular subject. Over to you, Miss Gail. And before I go, guys, that's it from me. I just hijacked the show because I just want to make sure that every single student this evening gets the information that they need, because the sixth form is designed for you to make sure that you're successful. Now, something I have to say is, let's think about all the help and support that you've got. And I want to take a moment to praise my year 11s that are out there, the one from Bexleyheath Academy. You've done absolutely phenomenally over the last couple of weeks, really knuckled down, really dedicated yourself, your time and your energy to making sure that you achieve the best of outcomes for your mock examinations. Behavior's changed. You're in it to win it. And I can't wait to see you in sixth form. Have a great evening, guys. Over to you, Miss.
Of events, if you look at the top of the website, Miss, if you could move to the slide with the schedule for me, please. Right, so you will then scroll down and select your first option, right, where it says breakout 1. Scroll down and select your first option, and you will have 20 minutes of the captive interest in the subject lead who will be delivering that. So move on to click the link of the option you would like to choose, and I'll be back later.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this sixth form evening. I hope you've enjoyed the session so far. My name is Naomi Mafandarawa. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the... Apologies, technical difficulties. Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed this evening so far. My name is Naomi Mafandarawa and I'm a student here at the Academy. I'm currently in Year 12 and I study English Literature, History and Science.
And I'm Clara Becky. I'm a Year 12 too here at sixth form here at BA. And I do maths, physics and business.
We want to tell you a little bit about why we chose to stay at this academy. Personally, I joined when I was in Year 10, and having already moved around at multiple points in my education, when presented with the possibility of being stable, I thought, why not choose stability? Hence why I decided to stay at this school. My journey so far at this academy has been amazing. I've had support in and out of lesson times. I've noticed that teachers are not just willing to be present with you in class, but even if you have any issues with them and go to them outside of lesson times, they're always so willing to help you. And I just would not trade that for any seemingly renowned school in the borough. So that's why I decided to stay. Even with some of the subjects I'm doing, I knew that the teachers that we currently have don't only have doctorates in their qualifications and the subjects that they teach, but they're the best teachers that are catered to me. So that's why I decided to stay at this school.
I wanted to stay personally and honestly because I joined in Year 8 in secondary school at BA, and I didn't want it to have that change again. And also because I was so used to the school, and usually changing school sometimes is difficult. You have to socialize, you have to make new friends, you have to know your environment, and sometimes it's difficult. Not everyone likes it. So personally, I didn't want it to make that change again. So I just wanted to stay at BA because I know the teachers, I knew the school, I knew the environment, and personally, I really like the teachers. I love them, and I knew that some of them teachers I really like, they would teach me in A level, and because I'm doing maths, physics, and business, they're not as easy subjects. You have to put a lot of work. So I wanted to trust to who I was putting, because I want to do well. So I want to do well. I want to have a nice career, and that's my goal. So, and I wanted to trust teachers and know they will actually make effort to help me. So that's why I wanted to stay here at BA, because as Naomi said, the teachers here, they're really good. They help you and they make you do the best that you can. And we have a teacher that personally is really good. His name is Dr. Lucas. He teaches maths and physics, mechanics and statistics. And personally, he's really good. He's a really good teacher, and he makes you do the best that you can. Yeah. And because his math is a really hard subject, you really need to put that effort, and he helps you to do that too.
Yeah, and even when we come to the social aspect, we'd already made friends, and the bond that we've built with our peers, we almost become like a little family here at school. So leaving would just break that bond entirely. So that's another reason why I decided to stay. And I'd encourage you to come to this academy too.
So now we're gonna leave someone experience, Favors and Daniel experience here at BA Year 12.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Good evening. My name is Daniel Williams. I study physics, maths, and chemistry at Bexleyheath.
My name's Favor. I'm from Bexleyheath Academy. I'm a student here, and I study psychology, sociology, maths, and English. And the reason I decided to stay at Bexleyheath Academy was for various reasons. One of them was because, like Clara and Naomi previously said, it is hard for some people to accept change, like go through change in their lives, and I'm one of those persons. I'm not a very forward person most of the time. I'm very shy at first, some may say. However, I still went through it because obviously we did meet some new students from different schools, and I talked to all of them, no one excluded, and they're all lovely, they're all friendly, they're just great. And whether you decide to stay or leave, some of your friends might decide to leave, and you're still going to have to find new friends. You still have to go and socialize. So the change is still going to happen, which is something that I did learn. And another reason that I decided to stay is because the teachers here, they are great. Like previously mentioned, Dr. Lucas, in all of his students that did maths, physics, and all the subjects he teaches, they are at A's and A stars in the A levels, which is great, and that's why I decided to pick his subjects. However, the subjects are really hard, and I don't expect any of you to like come to sixth form, do A levels, and think they're going to be easy. It's going to be hard, and you need to put in the effort.
And the teachers are going to really help you with that as well. In my opinion, Bexleyheath is a very good school. I chose this glorious institution because of the positive environment that's conducive for effective learning. The teachers are nice, the students are always cheerful, and the food is amazing as well. I came to this school in year 10, and the transition was really seamless. I came to the country in 2020 actually. I came into secondary school, GCSEs. I didn't know about that. Then I came to the school in year 10, and the school was able to secure me good grades, really nice grades that I could really go wherever I wanted. But then I chose to stay at Bexleyheath as well. And for some of you footballers out there as well, there's like post-16 Charlton stuff after school that you can engage in. There's just really a balance between work and fun, and the teachers here they really know that they push you to achieve the best you can be, but at the same time as well they understand that you need that work-life balance. Bexleyheath really prepares you for what the outside world is going to be like. They don't sell you a dream, they sell you reality. The students, the teachers really connect with you. They really want you to succeed. That's what I'm going to say. And you should come to Bexleyheath. I hope to see some of your beautiful faces in the future.
Thank you for listening to us. I hope you have a great evening and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Josh Raymond. I'm a student at Bexleyheath Academy and I'm in year 13 and I study IT and sociology. So the reason why I stayed behind sixth form to study further is because of the support I got from my teachers. For example, I studied art and I didn't do art for GCSEs. However, due to the support I got from my teachers, by staying behind after school, asking them for extra help and seeing any ways I can improve my knowledge in art, they were able to help me and further my knowledge, which also grew my passion for art. And it's just been an overall great experience and I'm really looking forward for the few months ahead. On top of this, the school also provided a tutoring program which helped me close the gap in my knowledge for sociology. For example, before that I was a bit struggling with sociology, but due to tutoring I was able to get my predicted grade to a B, which also helps when it comes to the next steps in university and apprenticeship. Because of this, provided by the school, I was able to do well when it comes to sociology. As lastly, the school also provided me extracurricular activities such as my work experience in Disney Plus, which I did for 2 weeks. This helped me get industry advice from media companies and creative people, as well as learning about what it is to work in the workplace as a young person. Because of this, I was able to add this to my CV, which also opened wider opportunities outside of school. I'm very grateful for all the things the school has done and has given me opportunity. So I encourage you guys to come to the school as you will have loads of support from teachers as well as the ability to do well due to how close teachers work with you as well as students around you who are driven and work hard and hard working. So yeah, I'll be next introducing to us our head girl student, Sangali. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sangavi and I'm currently doing biology, physics, maths and art in BA. And after my GCSE, I decided to stay within BA since I formed a relationship with my peers and my teachers, and I knew the teachers that would be part of my subject, and I was really confident that they would be able to support me further in my education. And during BA, I had a lot of opportunities such as joining a program called STEM Smart, which is run by the University of Cambridge, and I was able to attend a summer school in Cambridge, which allowed me to further study my favorite subjects such as biology and physics. And during my summer school, I was able to determine that I wanted to pursue engineering as my further studies and education. Another quite interesting thing about, my favorite part of this academy during year 12 was that we had a physics society which was run by the physics students, and we were able to do presentation on every weekly basis where we were able to share our own further understanding of the topic as well as reading more into physics, which allowed me to have the confidence to stand for the position of head student and become head student, of course. And I think as a school, I'm really happy I stayed in this academy because I was able to connect with my teachers more often, and these interventions that they do provide you to make sure that you're excelling in your subject, so making sure that you're not falling behind is a very amazing part of life. And yeah, so now I'm going to be introducing you to the head boy of the school, Matthew.
Hello, I'm Matthew Jarman and I'm the head boy, and I study maths, physics and sociology. I originally decided to choose this school because it's the closest to my house, and yeah, I'm not really a morning person. However, I actually really appreciated that I chose this school because due to me knowing all the teachers personally, they understood my weaknesses and my strengths, and they really helped me stay engaged in lessons. It's especially important because I'm a SEND student, and the support from the school, making sure I have the good arrangements needed for my exams. This has really helped mocks be less stressful for me as an individual. Also, the school has really helped me with my next steps. For example, my physics teacher last year, he talked over with me, showing me how amazing physics is, especially physics society, that really engaged me in the subject. And it really made me know what I wanted to do in the future. And on top of that, personal development classes that helped me know how to write a personal statement and gave me time in my day in order to start writing it before, and this has helped me complete it. And also the programs that they introduce you to try and add more extracurriculars. I also had the opportunity to join Coach Bright, and I really am glad because seeing actual physics students who spend their time on research and all these amazing things has really opened my eyes, and I'm really thankful that I joined this school for that. And that's me. Thank you.
So welcome back. I hope you all had an enjoyable evening. I hope it was informative, and I really hope that you've had an opportunity to reflect on what Bexleyheath Academy has to offer. I know there were some technical issues, and those were resolved by the second breakout room, but hopefully we'll be able to secure those videos and share them with you at some later point. But all the information is on our website. If you visit, you will be able to get information on all the courses that are on offer, the exam boards, etc. So the next step for you is to really scrutinize the information and make your decision, and then start your application process. The application process is quite simple. 4 simple steps. Complete the application form online, and you'll be able to access this on the sixth form page of the Academy website. Click at the bottom where it says courses or how to apply. You'll view the courses one final time, click the apply button, and it will take you to the application page. After you've applied and submitted your application, you will have the opportunity to participate in a personalized pathways discussion, and that should provide you with some more guidance and support in tailoring your decision about what you want to study at Bexleyheath Academy. With that complete, you will receive your offer letter within 5 working days, and the next step will be you finding your remarkable at Bexleyheath Academy. However, if there are any further questions, please do email me. My email address is at the bottom of the screen, and I will definitely reply and give you whatever information is required to help you through the application process. It has been an amazing experience. The sixth form has enjoyed presenting to you. The subject teachers found you to be quite engaging, and we look forward to hearing from you through the application process or through your inquiries via email. Thank you very much.